So even though it is an overhead reach, I'll show you the difference. We don't want to go up out of our middle, right? So pull those shoulder blades down, good, and think about the whole length of your spine. Okay, hi guys, my name is Leah Grant. Welcome to Pure Movement Pilates. Today we're going to do a series of arm exercises. I have 1 pound wrist weights, soft foam roller. We're going to hit 3 sets, working our way down from 10 reps, 8 reps to 6 reps. Let's get started. Grabbing onto the foam roller, you're going to come to seated in a nice, comfortable position. Good. I've got my wrist weights on. I'm going to bend at the elbows, and we're going to start with our classic serve a tray. So again, I'm going to try to kind of keep my fingers, my palms open. And as I press forward in space, I want to be careful that I don't rock on top of the foam roller. So I'm pulling back, back, back. Good. Picturing the width of my rib cage behind me. We've got 4. Last 3. Give me 2. Finishing that last one. Arms are going to stay strong and straight. Stay out there. Palms face in. It's your classic hug a tree. As I open, it's very easy to rock and roll on this foam roller. So I'm thinking about my weight is back in space. The weight of my scapula are sliding down. Keep your arms active. So I want to be a little careful we don't get any T-Rex tries out here. Reach, right? And think of those arms just as you extended them moments ago. We've got 2. Almost there. Last 1. And then last but not least, throw those straps over your shoulders if you were in my reformer class, right? Put the scapula on your back and then tricep extend. Focus on the pull down through your shoulder blades. So even though it is an overhead reach, I'll show you the difference. We don't want to go up out of our middle, right? So pull those shoulder blades down, good, and think about the whole length of your spine. If you want to practice that breath cycle, maybe press the tongue to the roof of your mouth, last 2. Finishing that last 1, now hold here. I want you to actually bring your hands onto your forehead. Yep, I know I'm kind of shielding my eyes from the light here. We're going to work on our rotation. So I want you to start to twist the body to the right and look at your right elbow. Rotate it back through center. Twist the body to the left. Look at that left elbow and center. We're going to add little pulses. Rotate to the right. You pulse 1, 2, and center. To the left, 1, 2, and center. And 2, 2, and center. And center. Anchor your pelvis. Anchor your pelvis. And center. Last one. And center. And center. Stay here if you'd like. Or open your arms out wide. Same idea. We've got 5 more. 1, 2, and center. Just a longer lever load. And center. And center. As you twist, the pelvis is holding still on the foam roller. And center, and soften it all the way in. Dismount, coming off of the foam roller. I'm going to send the foam roller out of the way for about a moment because it's going to be on the second circuit. We're going to bring it right back. So I'm going to lay prone onto the mat. Facing either way will do. It's our upper back. So be patient with yourself here. Don't make it super big if you don't have to. Also, weights. If for any reason you're maybe working through a shoulder injury or a neck injury, or you're just more careful of your neck, you're welcome to take the weights off. All right? So we're going to go ahead and bring ourselves down. And I'm going to listen to the mat with my left ear, just so that I'm actually still looking towards you. Right? So the whole body is really soft here, and I want you to think your legs are pretty parallel, your pelvis is pretty neutral. Before we begin anything at all, can we think a little bit of the middle of the body? So draw your rib wall back in space so that your low back will start to lengthen. Your sits bones turn towards your feet, just that little bit. And then you're going to look down at the mat as you lift your head, neck, and chest, and that's about it. That's about all you have to do. So you're not in a huge extension. You're working towards neutral. And then your arms are going to float up. 10, 9. Notice when you pick the arms up, does the low back swing down into the mat? Keeping the low back long. This is an abdominal exercise. We've got 4, 3, almost there, 2. Last one, we're going to stay lifted. We pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lay that down. Once again, I'm just going to listen with my left ear. Now I'm going to reach the arms long beside me. We're moving into our rockets, one of my favorites. Okay, so once again, the legs are long, turning the wheel of the pelvis, closing the vault of your rib cage, lifting head, neck, chest. You're looking down just enough so that you don't bonk your nose, right? But we're not lifting so high that we've fallen into the low back, so no pinching. Keep the low back lengthening. Reach to the fingertips. The hands are going to float up and then tap it down. Up and down. This is the external rotation of your upper arm bone. We did this on the foam roller earlier. Widening the collarbones. We've got 5, 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Staying lifted, hold. We pulse it out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Circle the arms all the way forward. Make a pillow with your hands. Rest your forehead down. We're back into the legs. So from this position, in parallel position as best you can, holding the rib wall and the pelvis together. Start with your basic little swimming, right? That's about it. We can start small, 1 leg at a time, if you'd like. Notice the up sensation comes from the inside of your thigh. It doesn't come from kicking into the low back. Like I could get really high, but then I just like scrunch my low back. So we want to think that we are long through the low back. You could go just slightly faster if you'd like. We've got 5, 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. Let that go. Very good. Hands come soft beside you, shifting your body weight back. I'm going to draw my knees into my chest for just a moment here of kind of relaxing that body forward and down just a little bit. Shifting it all the way up to seated. We're back at the beginning. So grab onto that foam roller. The one thing I'll ask is that you switch and you crisscross your other leg in front. If you have no idea which one you did, choose the one that feels least comfortable. So I think I gotta switch mine. Sitting up nice and tall, we're gonna start to flow just a little bit faster as we hopefully remember where we're headed. From here, right into that servo tray. Nice, easy movement. We've got 8. Reaching. Use that exhale. 3. Last 2. Reach it out, hold. Palms face in, we open. Keep the arms super active here. No wimpy elbows. Reach out through the center of that tall, strong, straight spine. We've got 4. 3. Do not arch in that low back. Close the vault of your rib cage. Last 1. Reaching those arms out. Good. Throw the hands up to that salutes. Good. Reaching it. 8. 7. Pull the scapula down your back. 5. Last 4. 3. Keep both sit bones evenly weighted. 2. And last 1. Good. Shield the eyes from the sun. Good. Little bit of a twist here. We're going to rotate just once first, looking towards the right, and then back to center. Rotate to the left. Your pelvis is in its neutral position. We add the little pulses. As you rotate, little pulse. 1, 2, and center. 2, 2, and center. 3, 2, and center. It's an exhale. Adding on, if you'd like, strong straight arms. A little bit of a longer lever load. Your spine is still through neutral, balanced on top of that foam roller. Almost there. Last 1. And center. And center. And soften that down. Swing the foam roller to one side. Good. We're going to lie down onto the mat. So, making a pillow, or excuse me, making your elbows like goalposts. I'm going to go right into the exercise. So I'm going to lift and internally rotate my rib wall just that little bit. So I'm closing the vault of my rib cage, and then the arms are going to lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, land 1, stay lifted, pulsing at 8, 7, 6, close the vault of your rib cage, do not fall down into the floor, last 2, and 1, right into the rockets, strong straight spine, arms are going to lift and tap, lift and tap, lift and tap, close the vault of your rib cage, put the scapula on your back, externally rotate the upper arm bone, 2, and 1, staying lifted, hold it there, and pulses, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, reach it, 3, 2, and 1, circle the arms forward, make a pillow with your hands, rest the forehead down, we go right into our swimming. Doesn't have to be fast here, right? So long, low back, lifting one leg up, and then switch. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. Then soften. Both hands come beside your rib wall. I'm going to shift it back, walking my knees underneath me. Take a moment.
I would say, that.
Slowly, starting to pick yourself back up through seated. Once again, we go back to the foam roller. So bring it back underneath you. Coming to seated on top. Finding whichever now crisscross position you would like. I think I'm going to do, again, my least comfortable because I had a little bit different sensation in my pelvis. Meaning, like, I felt a weird shift and then I was working to try to stay basically in neutral. So it caused a little more balance challenge. Bending at your elbows, right back to our circuit. We've got 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Go ahead and reach those arms out. Stay there, palms face in. It's your hug a tree. Open and close. So you can see how this really simple movement, if you wanted to spice it up, you would just add a little bit more weight. Doesn't have to look different. All the way back, open, swing those arms up to your tricep salutes, dropping those shoulders. We've got 6. Watch the balance of your pelvis here. Try not to tip forward on the foam roller. Think of pulling your body back, even though your arms are going up and away. Reaching it. Bend in, stay here. We rotate, little pulse, 1, 2, and center. 2, 2, and center. Good. Keep that pelvis still. It's a rotation, but I do not want you to move your lower body. Both arms open out. Try it a longer lever low. 2, and center. And center. And center. As you're rotating the shoulder girdle, think a little bit of pulling back the opposite hip. And center and soften. Swing the foam roller to one side. You're done with that now. And we're going to come all the way down. Once again, face down, hands in your arms in your goalpost, and we're going to go right into it. So I'm lifting the layers of abdominals. I'm pulling up through my middle, not overextending. Legs are active. Abdominals are lifted, arms lift. 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2. Stay lifted, holding it. 6, 5, 4, 3, pulses. 2, and 1. Stay lifted, circle it all the way back to your rockets. Fingertips touch, lift. 6, 5, 4, wrapping the shoulders. 3, reaching through those fingertips. 2, and 1, I'm getting a foot cramp. Lifting, hold on to it. Pulsing it. 6, 5, 4. Close the vault of your rib cage. 3, last 2, and 1. Don't give up yet. Circle the arms forward. Make a pillow with your hands. Then rest your body down. And you're going to go back to your swimming. So pull up as you lift the right leg. We go 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Finish strong. Lay it down, bring the hands beside you, sit yourself up and back, find your child's pose, resting down here for a moment. Melting your body forward in space just that little bit. I am going to shift my weight back to my feet. I want to sit on my feet, and I'm sort of dragging my hands across the mat as I use my spine and my abdominals, the muscles around my spine, I should say, to articulate back, then up, all the way to tall seated. I'm going to take off the wrist weights. I'm going to set them out of the way. I want to stretch real quick. I'm going to turn to face towards you, standing into the feet in front of you. Press down through the arms to lift through the chest. Take a moment to stretch here. Think a little bit of widening the collarbones, pressing energy down through the back of your shoulders. And then I want you to just turn through the head, looking towards the right, widening kind of the left collarbone, back through center, turn to the left. Now, if this is kind of tight, you can always walk your feet out. You could even do more of legs straight, kind of a day at the beach, like you're soaking up some vitamin D. And again, turning towards the right. And center, try to keep your shoulders dropped back and down, widening through the collarbones, back through center. And then can you lift with the layers of abdominals, peel yourself off of your hands, bringing yourself all the way up to tall seated. Thank you so much, guys. That's today's class. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button so that you get notifications the next time we have another quick fix or mindful movement or beginner, intermediate, or advanced Pilates mat class for you. And let us know how you liked today's class in the comments below. Thank you.